record. We're very fortunate to be joined by someone you probably know very well, but Rinku Singh.
Yeah.
I'll let Rinku introduce himself, and then we'll open it up for questions and answers.
Good morning.
Good morning.
It's pretty early for you guys, huh? I'm a first Indian baseball player. As you guys know, many of you who have seen the movie $1 Million Arm. And I'm going to go a little bit about the story. Many of you who haven't heard about the $1 Million Arm story, I'm going to tell you guys. So, I was a track and field player. I was training for going to Olympics to represent India. But a seven-figure management company from America, they went over to India. They tried to search who can throw hard. So they're never able to find anybody who can throw immediately. So first time I picked up the baseball, I throw 87 miles an hour, and they bring me to the final tryout. I throw 91 miles an hour, and they bring me back to LA. I trained there, learned how to play baseball, and signed with the Pirates in 2009. Before that, I don't know about any English, not knowing anything about America, not knowing anything about American culture. I had to leave friend, family, my own game, my education. I almost give up everything to come play professional baseball. So that was kind of my dream, and it's still living in it. And Disney made a movie about it. So thank you. And of course, you guys are big time supportive for us as being a player. You know, without you guys' support, we're nothing. And that's what we believe as being a player. You know, so thank you for support. We really appreciate it. Your support mean the world to us. Thank you.
Well spoken, amazing. Knowing zero English to how he can speak now, and that's pretty good. So.
Do you guys have any questions? Yes.
When do you expect to, how's your arm?
Good. I'm going to start throwing in 10 days. I've been counting very patiently since 2 years. You know how that goes. So I'm going to start throwing. Yes, sir.
You've had 2 operations on your arm, that's correct?
3.
3. That's
yes.
what I think people don't know. You did the thing your arm was operating at 3.
Mm-hmm.
And so that's delayed you. Are you working? Your fastball got you. Are you working on 2 or 3 pitches? What are you trying to do to get variety?
That even saved me more. So I had all those pitches. I already got it. I was pitching back in West Virginia. Played there in 2012. And also played in the Dominican Republic and played in the ABL All-Star game. So the pitching, you know, I had a problem learning pitching development back in the days when I was learning, but not anymore. So as soon as I got in Pirate system, you know, they not just helped me of my pitching skills, as they helped me speaking English and, you know, many more things that that ever I can imagine. So, yes. Any more questions? Yes.
When you go back to India, you play a cricket match here and there?
No, not really. I was a track and field guy, javelin thrower, but if I play cricket or javelin, I think I'm gonna mess up my arm because it took me almost a year to develop my step. Because throwing a javelin up in the air and throwing baseball downhill down, so it took me a year to develop my that muscle. And I don't think it's a good idea going back and trying to play cricket. Yes, ma'am.
Why are you doing the movie?
What's that?
Who played you?
Suraj Sharma, the guy from Life of Pi. Yes. Any more questions? Yes, sir.
You learned to play baseball at the University of Southern California.
Yes,
like
correct.
that experience in LA and USC. I went to USC, that's why. I mean, the coach had they played the USC coach. He had a great deal of influence.
Right. I mean, it was new for me, and you know, being in different countries. First of all, I literally didn't understand anything what they were talking about back then, because English wasn't my language, and whatever they talked, we would just sit there and listen. And seeing a player, a lot of players back in the day, talking about, oh, this is Indian trying to make it to the pro, not going to happen. We're playing baseball since we were little. So a lot of negative and positive feedback we got, and it was a pretty good experience, compared from where I'm coming from to where I was. It was huge changes, like culture-wise and people, and it was a totally different world for me. I'd grown up in a village, so you guys know how the village is like. And coming back to America and also going and meeting President Obama, having dinner with him, I never expected all that. So yeah, it's pretty good. It was a totally different experience. Yes.
You keep saying this is South.
Yes.
Where is he today? What is he doing? So forth.
He's going back to school, and also he's teaching baseball back in India. So Major League Baseball, they're probably going to open academy back in India. So he's been training a lot of kids. So yes.
You foresee in your future more younger players coming over here?
Of course. I think since I signed with Pirates and since I left the country, and it's already been a couple states they've been playing baseball, and also international scouts from America, they are going to India to find more arms. So there, I would say 7 states started playing baseball. When I was back there last year, I took a camp and I helped with them for like a month, just working with them back and forth. Because India, it's big on the cricket, just like America in football or baseball. So guys back there, it opened their more eyes because of me coming back to America and showing them there's bigger worlds than what you guys been seeing. My dream was, as growing up, to get a job and support my family. That was my dream. So every other youngster, they have the same exactly dream. So when I came back here and I went back home, then they saw the changes in me, and they decided they want to change their life as well. So I'm not just working to be a major league pitcher. I'm working as well as to give an opportunity back home. There's so many kids who work 24/7, but they don't get any support. So I can introduce those kids back in America, so they can help their family better and support themselves better. So.
Well,
Yes.
Do you think the Pirates have a leg up since you come over here first? You're a Pirate. Do you think the Pirates have a little bit of a head start in your home world?
I think. Well, I'm trying to understand you clearly.
Do you think the Pirates, since they have you on their team, do you think that they have a little bit of an edge?
Advantage.
Advantage of
that draw younger players to them.
Of course, it depends on, because Pirates is really good at giving people the opportunity. I'm not just speaking to make you guys tell you about the Pirates, as coming from totally different world to being with the organization, and it's not that I know about other teams, but one thing I can tell you, Pirates is really, really good to giving people an opportunity and make a difference in their life. So since the Pirates, I think, they have given me opportunity. The day I'm going to make it, it's going to be huge opportunity back home to people who just come after Pirates. Even back home, I found out that early in the morning we have ESPN begin to show up. Like little kids, they get up in the morning, they're trying to see where's the Rinku at. But I'm not there yet. But people already been following back there, and they've been going crazy about the Pirates T-shirt and hat and all that. So talking about coming from 1.4 billion people. So yeah.
Do you have any idea where you're going to be playing this season?
Right now I'm focusing on to get better first.
Okay.
That's very important. And then after that, whatever the path and whatever, I'm probably going to be in Bradenton
Good.
a couple months, and then we'll see where I'm going to go afterwards. Yes, ma'am.
Did you follow other pitchers throughout the game? Are you aware of, just going back to my time, like a Kurt Schilling? Do you follow other pitchers of other teams?
Of course, everybody, every pitcher. I'm going to tell you about myself. I'll look up to not just the pitcher. I'll look up to McCutchen, not just because he's not only all-star in the field, but outside of field, what he does for community. That's one thing I look up to him, and also I look up to Pirates organization as well, seeing, the thing I learned being with this organization, I wouldn't be imagining to learning that when I was back in India, age of 15 or 16, 60-year-old. So I look up to a lot of players who does not a good job in the field, but outside of the field, the community, and making people's life better. So.
How old
Yes,
are you
sir.
now?
26. Yeah, I left the country when I was 18. So.
Any other questions? I do have to ask one, because everybody wants to know about it. What was the experience like having a movie produced about your life?
It seems like dreams come true. I never thought about, just like I said, the guy growing up in the village, coming to America and never expecting anything, and meeting President Obama, and here Disney making a movie about it. So that was all it's like a dream. But I like the movie more about that how it inspires so many kids around the world. That's the one thing I liked about the movie. Other than that, neither my family care about the movie, neither I do, because there's a long way to go. There's a really long way to go, and the story haven't ended. They haven't ended from my heart, from Pirates. So they keep giving me, and I'm keep going. So the story will finally going to end when I'm going to make it up there. So this is just flashback of showing people where I'm coming from and what I have done. So it was nice to have a movie, but at the same time the priority is to look in the big picture. So that's what I feel, and so is my mom and dad. First time I gave them a movie poster, like first poster, and I said, Mom, this is going to make movies. This is like your son's story. She said, yeah, right. So that's the first thing she said, and I left. And next thing I know, the man who was really hungry came to our house, and Mom gives him lots of bread, wrap it around in the movie poster. She ripped up off and she gave food to poor man.
Which was more important.
Yeah, I said, Mom, really, I just explained it. This is your son's story. She was like, well, you need to think more than just that piece of paper. It's just a piece of paper, and if you're going to be all about this poster, guess what? You're coming back home. You're not. So you have a long way to go. So you need to focus on why you have left us being so far away. And non-educated mom, she told me that. And it hit in my heart. I was like, wow, she is right. I mean, first of all, it was important to feed somebody else in that. And second, it is a reality that there's a big picture out there that I need to look at it. And I have to realize why I have left my friends, family, country, my education, my own game to being in America makes my dreams come true. So,
Well
yes,
said.
ma'am.
One more thing. Have you been able to restart your education while you're doing this?
No, I haven't. I wish I could, but baseball life, it's like a lot of players, like during the season, baseball season, you don't get time. So I don't want to be like putting my both feet in two different boats. You know, I'm not going to end up anywhere. So my focus is just the baseball, to get better and get back in the field. That's the first priority for me right now. And talking about the education, I mean, it is very important, but not have much time to do that. So, any more questions?
All right, well, thank you so
Thank
much,
you very
Rinku,
much.
for taking time to be here today.